I've just been watching the 2023 Mr. Olympia Open division, and I've noticed a few things that really bothered me. One of them being the lighting. The lighting on this stage is just too much. It's almost seizure-inducing, isn't it? And it's very distracting from the actual physiques. See, back in my day, you had lighting like this. The lights were straight down onto the physique with a black background. Much better. And the handlebars are back. Harley riders with their arms stuck right out to the sides. Guess what else is back? Turtle bellies. Look at that. I noticed quite a few of the Olympians had a protruding belly, especially when viewed from the side, and letting it totally relax like that on stage was no excuse. Gary Stradham certainly didn't do it. Check that out. Looks like he's been mauled by a Bengal tiger. There's more Harley riders there. Look at that. Shocking. Here's another thing which I've noticed. Quite a lot of them still standing with their legs far apart. They're so thick now that in order to create an X-frame, they have their legs really wide, but it takes away any artistry, any form of aesthetics whatsoever. It's all just purely about mass now, and it really detracts. Here's Flex Wheeler. Now, there was no lacking in size on him, but he certainly didn't have his legs wide apart like these monsters nowadays. Stage dumpers are back, doing a big turd on the stage. Look at that, bending right over to hit a side chest. What the heck is that about? Looks terrible. And just to show how it used to look, here's Bob Paris standing up nice and straight, regal. Let's fix things. I'm taking your advice, Hayden, and I'm definitely watching the Classic. The Classic is where it's at. You go to a bodybuilding competition now, and they applaud the mass monsters, but when the Classic comes out, that's when the majority of people get really interested. And yeah, I've had some real heat thrown at me over some of my comments on yesterday's post about the Open, but the majority of people agree with me. If you listen to any bodybuilding audience, they agree with me. They're sick of the guts. They're sick of the lack of conditioning. More and more people are speaking up about it, and I'm never going to shut up about it. Anyone I train will be competing in Classic only. I'm not interested in getting someone as huge as possible. I want a Lamborghini lines rather than a Hummer. You know what I mean? Wesley looks really good here as well. But these guys just have the lines, they have the shape, they have the conditioning, the small waist, the vacuums. I just wish Ramon could take this one. I think Ramon actually looks better than Chris in this one. Not as big, but it's not about who's biggest, it's about who's best. You know, who's got those Lambo lines. And a lot of the things that I critiqued yesterday about the Open just don't exist in the Classic competition. So this is where it's at. So let's shift some of that prize money over to the Classic. Let's make the Classic Olympia the highest paid competition in the Olympia lineup. And we'll soon see a change back to how it should be, how it was, and how it should be again. So I'm keen to see who wins this one. I'll definitely be watching it tonight. But get rid of the stupid weight restrictions for a start, and you'll start seeing more quality like this.